Alright, so this video is a little out of left field, but my wife and I were talking about Pac-Man CEDX the other day, and I was thinking, man, it'd be fun to play this again, and neither of us have played this for a few years now. We haven't played it since it was really popular when it was pretty new, and we were really addicted to it. And at that point, I had broken the 2 million point barrier on this game, and I was pretty proud of that. I think that put me maybe the top 50 or less at the time. But since then, I've had 2 Xbox 360 hard drive crashes, and I don't have the cloud save since I don't have gold. So I had to start over, and I think the last time I had played this, I had only worked back up to about 1.9 million. So this morning I loaded it up again and got to work, and so this right here is probably the result of a couple playthroughs, maybe 3 or 4 of them. And it's funny how it all kind of comes back to you. So a lot of the patterns that you're seeing here are just muscle memory. And so, you know, the cool thing about it is I think that's true for a lot of games, or I mean a lot of activities, whether it's sports or what have you. But it all kind of, like I said, it all kind of came back, and I'm just having a blast with this game again. I really do believe that this is one of the best games that was released for Xbox Live Arcade. And yeah, Namco just did a really good job with this one. It makes it really difficult for me to even play the original Pac-Man, or even the first Pac-Man Championship Edition. So this is, in my opinion, the definitive Pac-Man experience. You know, I'm sure there are purists that still think the original arcade one is the best, but, you know, and I'm not one to diss old games just because they're old, but Pac-Man, with its single stage and kind of slow movement, compared to this, obviously, not or barring the speed up hack that's out there, it's just doesn't compare, in my opinion. And this captures the essence of Pac-Man. It is respectful to the source material, but the updated gameplay mechanics and, you know, even the visuals, which you can change up, and it has different soundtracks. This one is still my favorite, which is the original one. It has a great build up throughout, and, you know, by the last 30 seconds or so of the song, as you're nearing the end of the 5-minute time trial, which is my favorite mode, your heart's racing. And as you've seen, I've already made several pretty big mistakes. I hate having to send the ghosts back to the pen, but I missed a turn, and so I had to do that. It's always better to do that than die in this game, since dying takes so much time off the clock and slows you down. So at this point, you know, even though I made that really big mistake about a minute ago, I'm like, well, forget it. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. And so here, yeah, I had to send them back again, and I miss out on all those ghosts, but I just keep on going. And so if I hadn't made, you know, that error or the one earlier, I think I could have pretty easily broken 2 million on this playthrough. But you know, easier said than done. And at this point, you know, when you're at speed level 50, sometimes making those turns can be pretty tricky, especially when you're eating ghosts or trying to avoid them. And once you make a wrong turn, it is really hard to recover, especially at these speeds. And your brain wants to do one thing, but, you know, maybe your hand just does another. So just a really fun game. It's hard to imagine how Namco could improve on this, but, you know, I'd love to see them try. When we were in Seattle last month, or maybe it was even 2 months ago, we did play the versus Pac-Man game in the arcade. And that's pretty cool. You know, it gets really fun if you're in a level for a while, but, you know, rounds can end really quickly, and so I haven't really, I guess, gotten into the rhythm of that one, and, you know, I don't care for it as much as this. So here we go. I'm getting close to the end, last second, and what I should have done is eaten that power pellet in the center, and I think that would have been able to allow me to rack up 2 million points. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that one, and back to Bayonetta.